Good morning. So this is a voiceover for the recording that I did earlier. And so welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 14 and it's a Sunday and I was just saying that it's really wonderful lying on the floor and moving around and that is such a deep sense of connection that happens in relationship to the floor. And so we're going to really experiment with that. So come lie on the floor and we shall begin. So lying on the floor and just have a sense of in this moment as you land the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the length of your spine, the way your pelvis is settling, and your feet are hip distance apart and your feet are flat on the floor. And then take a deep breath into your belly, and we're going to do the physiological side. So as you take a deep breath into your belly, you take a deep breath, and then you take another breath in on top of it. So it's like a sniffy breath or a shuddery breath, and then take a long exhalation. And so do it again. Inhale, and then inhale in on top of it, and then another one, and then a long exhalation. And so feel what happens to your body as you do this. So for me, I was a little bit late and I could feel that as I was doing the breath that I was really settling and landing into my body, really slowing down. Nice. So feet are hip distance apart, feet are flat on the floor, and just begin to rock your knees from side to side. And as you rock your knees from one side to the other, just begin to feel the sense of the floor behind you and the sense of the floor behind the back of your body. And so as you rock your knees in one direction and then rock your knees in the other direction, come into relationship with the floor itself. So there's this, is it reciprocal? Is it relational? Is it connection between you and the floor? So come into that sense of that information that happens when, as you're moving from side to side, as the floor travels across the back of your body, you're really receiving sensations and feedback from the floor. That there's a sense of there's information that's available because of the compression, because of the journey, because of the speed that you're traveling at. Also, the tone and the texture of the muscles can express itself because of that compression. It's like you're highlighting the relationship between the bones of you and the floor. The muscles are being squeezed somehow. So then come back to center, feet are hip distance, and slowly begin to roll up and down along your spine. So as you roll up and down along your spine, again, find that sense of that relationship between you and the floor, that communication. And now as I travel, there's many layers. So there's one layer which is how smooth can I lift my back off the floor and roll up, and how smoothly can I roll back down again. And as I roll in my back, there's always this place in my lower back that if I'm not aware, if I'm not connected, I can jump over it. And it's like a little gap in my spine. So when I really slow down and pause or even just travel through that area, I can feel the connection between me and the floor. And as a result, I feel more connection in my body. So as you roll up and down, what is the sense of your spine in motion? What is the sense of the floor? Is it even left to right? Is it even all the way along? Are there sensations that are stronger in different places? Can you slow things down? Can you make the movement smaller? Really managing your wellness as you move. Really having a deep sense of, in this moment, there is wellness in my spine. Next, one more time. Rolling up along the spine, feeling the floor, feeling that sense of connection. Getting that deep sense of in this moment, the floor and me are in relationship to each other. And then begin to roll your pelvis like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. So again, we're in relationship to the floor, but now we've changed the dynamic. So as you roll through the back of the pelvis, circle, feel. All right, I get a sense. As I roll, how do I feel? And then change direction. And, for me, as I roll, sometimes different parts or different places in my pelvis will speak, or there's kind of when I really listen into the twangs. So at this point, this is when I get a phone call from Sinead, who's in Dublin, saying, "Hey, there's something going on and I can't hear you." And I'm like trying to work it out, trying to see. And it turns out that yesterday my cleaning lady came in, which is amazing. I love my cleaning lady. But I plugged out my extension cable, or I turned off the plug on my extension cable. And as a result, my microphone ran out of battery. So this is me debating,
Out
navigating.
of battery.
Oh, and here I am.
So I'm going to turn the
So
microphone
I'm
off.
going to leave you with me.
Oh, okay.
I'll run through a little bit of the
Great.
class again. I kind of give an overview of what we missed
So welcome to
because
this class
I
where we
didn't know I was
explore
going to do a
movement
voiceover.
mindset.
And
Hi, yes.
so thank you so much for being
Sinead's here
here.
saving the day as always.
And I'll see you again
I
tomorrow.
can't make
Ciao.
sense why. Yes, that plugged out. Yes, I know. I understand why. My cleaning lady was in yesterday and the plug was turned off. Great. Okay. Sorry. Thanks. Sinead? So I wonder when I lost you. I wonder when you went missing, when I stopped having a connection to ye. So we were rolling around the floor. We were rolling up and down along your spine, connecting to the sense of floor, connecting to the sense of. I forgot to ask Sinead how long the sound has been off. Um, I'm just gonna. We're gonna plow on. Sinead. Oh, no sound ever. Great. Okay. No sound ever. I was having a great time. So, come lie on your back. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. We began by rocking your knees from side to side. And so just start that now. So begin to rock your knees from side to side, one way and then the other. And as you rock your knees, just really have a sense of the contact between you and the floor, that connection between you and the floor. And I was really debating, so as you roll from side to side, maybe close your eyes as you roll from one side to the other, and really have a feeling or a sense of that you and the floor are in a relationship, that there's some kind of reciprocal relationship. Like, I don't think the floor can feel you, but you can really sense and feel the floor as you rock your knees from one side to the other. A deep sense of right now, as I roll, as I rock, there is connection. And then have a sense of, in this moment, as you rock, can you lean a bit more into that pressure as you rock one way, but not your knees moving more, but more just the back of your body coming in relationship to the floor a bit more. I hope that the sound continues to work. I'm going to go lie back. Sinead, call me if it goes again, okay? And then come back to center, bring your feet to the floor and roll up and down along your spine. And so again, as you roll up, find that sense of the floor, your relationship to the floor, that feeling of, as you travel up and down, that there is floor and there is that feedback from the floor. That sense of, in this moment as you roll up and in this moment as you roll down, there is a sense of pressure and contact. And there's a place in my spine that I always have to mind a little, oh, not even mind, I have to slow down and really think about connecting to it, because otherwise it's not as connected. So as you roll up and down, as you travel up and down, just feel the sense of this moment in those parts of your spine that are harder to feel. Nice. And then roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And as you roll, Really deeply feel the sense of the floor beneath you. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Draw your right knee up towards you, squeeze it in. Deep pressure of the floor. Again, how do you settle the floor beneath you or settle into the floor beneath you? And then the other side, squeeze the left knee up towards you. Oh, I'm such a pity that you didn't hear me chatting at the beginning. I said some really great things. Live TV. There's always something. Nice. Squeeze both knees towards you and just rock from side to side. And as you rock, how do you roll and rock and ease from side to side? I might go back and do a voiceover. I'll do a voiceover. So as you rock from side to side, as you roll, and then just come into smiley knees. Knees come up on the right, knees come up on the left. Knees come up on the right, knees come up on the left. Knees up on the right, knees up on the left. Nice. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Stretch your heels high. Feel the backs of your calves, the backs of your legs. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Bend your right knee up onto your chest. Lower your left leg down. So as you squeeze your right knee in, as you lengthen into that left leg, really feel the floor. How do you have that deep sense of floor at the back of your body? Breathing down into your leg, breathing down into your belly. Really deepen, connect, soften. Nice, change. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling, bend your left knee, and then lower your right leg down. As you lower your right leg down, draw your left leg towards you. Feel deeply into your legs. Feel the floor and change. Stretch both legs up, bend your right knee, lower the left leg down. Change. Stretch both legs up, bend the left knee, lower the right leg down. Nice. Change. Bend your right knee, lower the left leg down, point into your left leg, and then draw a big circle with your left leg. So you're just noticing the groin, the deep groin of your hip, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. Come back to center and just travel left to right with that left leg. So how far to the left can you go? How far to the right can you go? How do you scoop your leg to the left and scoop your leg to the right? What happens in your belly, in your pelvis, as you counterbalance the side bend and then the lengthening out to the side? Nice, change. And draw your left knee up towards you. Stretch your right leg long. Point into your right leg and then draw a circle with your right leg. Feeling into the deep of your groin, the deep of your belly. And circle in the other direction. Nice. And come back to center, travel left to right, kind of swinging your leg or scooping your leg from left to right. If you were in the sand or on the snow, you'd be leaving this big track across the floor as you glided, but you're just floating just above the floor. That sense of swinging left, swinging right. What happens in your torso? What happens in your belly as you swing? Nice. Come back to center. Bring both feet to the floor. Cool. So walk your feet till they're together and then bring your left leg up and over. And then rock your knees from side to side. And as you do this, really just feel how when your left thigh is over the top of the right, it's much deeper the twist into the pelvis. So when you travel to the right, there's a really deep twist. And when you travel to the left, your right leg is really compressed and down. Just feel. How does this differ from the normal twist left to right? I keep checking my microphone because it's really low in battery. I have the heebie-jeebies that it's going to turn off again. Yeah, so I have an extension cable, and plugged into the extension cable are my microphones. And the switch on my extension cable was turned off just in the midst of the stuff that happens around the cleaning lady coming. So yeah, super. Come back to center, change legs, sweep the right leg up and over. And now as you rock from side to side, feel how, like for me, this is really deep into my hips. This is meeting layers of holding and boniness that's always, for me, hips are always really challenging on some level. It's like I meet deep stories, deep places in my hips. And so for you, as you rock from side to side, what are you encountering? What are you meeting? One more time. Super. Both feet to the floor, feet together, knees together, and then drop your knees wide. I'm going to push my elbows down, walk my shoulders away from my pelvis, and then lift my head, caterpillar away, and then pause. And so let's say wherever you are is base. Okay, so that's as far as your knees will go down without any force, just gravity. And then lift your knees out of base, maybe 2 or 3 inches, really slow. And then slowly let your knees drop down, maybe to base. Maybe you notice that, oh, I can drop a little bit lower than base. You just notice often when given direction, your inner thighs can lengthen a little bit more. It's a bit like it's like your seatbelt. If you pull it too fast, it'll block. Same thing with your inner thighs, they'll block. Whereas if you go really slowly with your seatbelt, you have a lot more. It actually the mechanism doesn't lock. So this is like moving really slowly with your seatbelt to bring it into a deeper range. So just feel that. If you lift your knees a little bit up, and then very slowly travel down. So you're not meeting the reflexive, like there is a natural contraction that happens if you move too fast with your inner thighs. It's a natural, most muscles have it. They defend themselves against hyper motion or overextension. Nice. So flatten your lower back down into the floor. And when you flatten your lower back down, your knees are going to raise. Your base has changed. So you haven't moved your legs. They've been moved by the movement of your pelvis. And then arching into your lower back, your base will change because your knees will widen. Just feel that. Even though the sense of, yeah, you're not moving your knees are being moved. So flatten your lower back down and then arch into your lower back. And as I do this, I can feel the stories of my hips. I can feel the patterns of my lower back, the deep thighs. And so as you flatten and as you arch, can you feel the tones and the textures and the song of the sensations that you're feeling? Really honor the tiny twangs and twitches. Really feel as you arch, as you flatten, what happens. Nice. Close the book. So draw the left knee over towards the right, and then bring the left foot up to tuck into the back of the right knee. And then reach down with your right hand. Your left hand, you can reach up and out at a 45-degree angle or wherever feels comfortable. Pause. Nice. Soles of your feet together. Come back to center and then close the book to the left. Bring your right foot up to the back of your knee. Put your right arm out at a 45-degree angle. Hold on to the side of your knee with your left hand. Nice. And come all the way back. Nice. Squeeze your knees towards you. Rock from side to side. So maybe you're watching this live, so you got the sound interruption. Or you're watching this as a replay sometime today. And I'm going to do a voiceover for the bit that I didn't talk on. Okay. We did some breathing at the beginning, and then I talked you through the spinal twist and the spinal roll. Nice. And bring your feet to the floor, stretch your legs out long, and then ever so gently contract the whole of your body. Just a little. And on the next exhalation, feel like you can really sink and widen and deepen into the floor. And again, a little bit of a contraction. It's like a 5% everywhere of a contraction, an onness. And then deeply soften into the floor. Breath is in your belly. Really let that settle, let that deepen. It's all happening with my microphones today. So nice, guys. Thanks. Sorry for the sound glitch at the beginning. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm probably going to launch October in the next few days. I will launch October the next few days, so keep an eye out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I like the idea of it. So thanks. Be well. Ciao, ciao. Slán.